Good morning, everybody. Welcome to, what is this? Keep Your Power today. That's right. I just got to catch up. It's Friday. I'm so excited. Keep Your Power today. And what we're going to talk about is cover your A's. Cover your A's. I'd say it real fast. It's A''S, because what it's about is the four A's of stress management. Okay, because there's four things, and they all begin with A, that we can understand and do about stress management. Right? Stress is a significant thing that we deal with, right? Anybody been stressed? Yeah. Everybody, hell yes, hell yes. So what is stress? When we think about stress, raise your hand if you know. What's the definition of stress? Yes, sir. Nice and loud.
Causes disease, something kind of causes discomfort or something different control.
Yes, I like that. Dis-ease. That's how I always remember to spell it. Dis-ease, and it's that uncomfortableness. Yeah, Barry.
Emotions overpowering you so much that you can't. I mean, you don't know which way to turn.
Yeah.
You can't put your. I say you can't put your. You're trying to put everything in this.
Yeah, yeah.
It's all overpowering at one time.
It is overpowering. That's a perfect word for it, Steve.
Stress is a response to discomfort, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's our reaction to an uncomfortable situation.
Yeah, good deal. Well, what the Webster says, which, I always start with the freaking, Webster was the guy on that little kid that, never mind. Okay, Webster's dictionary says stress is a constraining force or influence. It's a physical, mental, or emotional factor that causes bodily and mental tension and may be the factor in disease causation. Stress causes disease. Like you said, it can cause heart disease. It can cause a stroke. It can cause anxiety. It can also cause cancer. Heart attack. All these things stress enhances. If I've got it in my body that genetically that I'm going to have a predisposition to a heart attack, stress added to that genetic component can mess me up. Hold up.
Ages you.
Stress can age you.
That's what I'm saying. Makes you age more than what you are.
Yeah. Makes you feel older, makes your body feel older, right? Yeah, that sucks. When your body turns against you. And that's what stress does. When I think of stress, like it said, a constraining force, it's something on my shoulders, and I think it might be vibrating. But it's intense, whatever it is. Yeah, Barry.
Like Atlas.
Yes.
Sometimes being able to communicate what you're going through, and then have somebody else know, say, I've been through that too, now get your direction. Say, like even going through any kind of like schizophrenia or any kind of these things that we say, if you verbalize what I'm going through now I can get help about what I'm going through and be directed toward an area where I can have a community now. So I'm talking to people who don't understand what I'm going through. It's going to be stress because I'm fighting against people who that's not their area of expertise. But if I go to a place like here, then I can have a place where I can verbalize and I can get help and have resources.
Yes. I want to be able to deal with that stress. I want to be able to understand it, because if I understand it, I can deal with it better, right? If I have the information I need, I'll be able to wrap my head around it, right? And then possibly be able to flip it. Like my friend Erica says, flip it. What are some sources of stress? What are some things that stress us out? Raise your hand. Yes, sir. Health. Yes, sir.
Needs.
Yeah.
Jobs.
Not having those basic needs. Yes, sir.
Other people.
Oh.
Stress is all around you, not just on my shoulders.
Other people is a big stress. Yes, sir.
Noise. Environment.
Noise.
Uncomfortable environment.
It is loud around here. We are right on the, I swear to God, there are police ambulance and fire trucks going past this place every 15 minutes, if not more. Hey, Todd's in the house. He says, good morning, PRN and Sharon. Keep your power. All right. What are some other sources? Yes, sir.
Negativity.
Negativity. Being around people that are negative. It has worry.
I know was watching the news. I choose not to watch it. I choose
Mhm.
to read it because I'm more empowered.
So the news can.
I choose to look at it a different way. I look at it and I can read it and I can take it in as I want it to, not how they research the information on my own. I don't need them.
So news is a big stressor. News, hold on. Yeah, I know we're still in the problem. Hold on. We're still learning about the issue. Don't jump to the solution. All right. So sources of stress, worry can be one. What do we know about worry? What do we know about worry? It's, that's what I wanted to jump on, Porter, because you said control and Barry said needs. And when I can't get my needs met, whatever they are, I'm stressed. Whether that comes out as pissed, anxious, afraid, whatever that comes out as, it's based on me not getting my needs met. Right? Yeah, Barry.
Addiction can be.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
if you're used to using,
Mm-hmm.
and then when you don't get it, you're stressed out because you can't get it and resupply your body.
Detoxing can be very stressful. Detoxing from certain things can be deadly, right? So, you know what? I need to remember that this is life and death. As we sit here, I may go out tonight and do something that totally screws up my life, right? I may do something that stress has taken me to. Yes, sir.
For me, a big stressor, it's kind of all related, but it sounds like a couple of things. It's when I feel other people are controlling me or not listening to me.
Yeah.
Essentially taking away my power and my freedom
Yes.
to do what it is I need and want in my life.
Yeah.
And I think it's a pretty basic one.
Mhm.
All of this is that ability, that wanting to be heard.
Yeah.
And allowed to live your life. as you
Yeah.
choose.
Yeah. When we get our freedoms taken away, when somebody has control over us, when I'm not getting what I think I deserve, that's one that I have to deal with. The want, the need that I have, and when it's not met, when somebody is coming against me, right, that doesn't hear me, that doesn't see me, that causes me so much stress because I want to be heard, right? That's the thing. I want to be heard. What else? Procrastination causes stress. Ugh. Anybody? Why do it today if you can do it tomorrow? Oh, nice, Porter.
They just planning for it. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail.
I like that. If you
If you don't plan, if you plan,
if you plan, you plan to fail. Absolutely. Got to have a plan. Yeah. When I don't have a plan, when I don't know what's coming next, when I don't have a plan, I haven't done my part. Right? I want to do my part to remain in control. And when I get stressed out, it makes me feel like I'm out of control. Makes me act like I'm out of control sometimes. What else we got? Limited boundaries. The ability to say no to other people. Ooh, that's a tough one.
Unexpected expectations.
Okay.
If something comes up you didn't expect it, it can straight you out.
And other people stepping over our boundaries can be unexpected. Somebody that has treated us with respect at one point, if they don't at that point, when somebody says they're going to help us, whatever it is, when I can't say no, right? And I always heard, if you know that my no is no, you know that my yes is yes, right? Negative perspectives. We're on negative perspectives. What do we think about?
I actually had a question about the other one.
Okay.
I just, for me, sometimes there's boundaries I always think of as healthy.
Yeah.
Like if I make a healthy, to keep me healthy and to keep you healthy, but if I make something that's kind of unreasonable,
Yeah.
boundary between you, I'm trying to think of a good one right now. Like essentially asking you not to be who I know that you are.
Nice.
And when you get in that situation, those are sort of difficult for me to, because it's conflict.
Yeah.
What would you suggest? What do you do in that sort of situation? And maybe you're going to get to it, but I wanted to ask that.
The conflict is the thing. And you said earlier, people are the thing that stress you out. And I'm the same way, because when I'm surrounded by people, there's always that potential for an asshole to be in a group, right? I don't know. I was always told there's always an asshole in a group, no matter what group you have. I'm just trying not to be that asshole today, right? I'm just trying not to be that asshole today. We got Michael in the house, Michelle in the house. I'm so sorry. Negative perspectives. Barry, I think you said negativity.
Said what?
Negativity.
Yes.
Negative perspectives. When I go to that place of self-pity,
The dark side.
the dark side, when I go to that place of sitting on our laurels, as they told me, sitting and not doing anything, being defeated, right? Those negative perspectives that I get in my head that I can't, that I shouldn't, that I won't, right? I want to be able to flip that, like Erica says, flip it, flip it, flip it. We have the power. We do have the power to flip ourselves from a negative perspective to a positive perspective. I didn't know that. I didn't know I could control my mind. I didn't know that I had the choice of continuing to think and feel and do, right? I can have a choice in all that, right? If I'm thinking something that doesn't benefit me, I want to flip it. I want to flip it until it's safe to process it, okay? If that makes sense. I got to walk through this stress, right? I got to figure it out. Here's a quote that burns my ass. It's a flame about up to here. You know, did you ever hear that? What burns my ass? A flame about up to here. Anyway.
Let's say something, Sharon. Sometimes for me, unlearning things is very stressful for me, because even things that I learned in my childhood, I realized they're not beneficial to me. And being around people that I can learn something and be open-minded enough to learn something, but unlearning some things to become deep ingrained in me, and I know that will define me and how I think about myself, and keeping knowing that I'm worthy enough to have my own ideas, and they're valid, and they're not really met yours, and they're worthy of being respected.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We are worthy. And when somebody disrespects me, when somebody doesn't hear me, when somebody is negative towards me, when they step over my boundaries of no, that is when I need to do something. I need to do something for me to reestablish those boundaries so I'm not as stressed. Okay, listen to this. Until we accept responsibility for the role we play in creating and maintaining our stress, your stress level will remain outside of our control. Let me read it again. I messed it up. Until we accept responsibility for the role we play in creating and maintaining it, our stress level will remain outside of our control. If I don't take responsibility myself, you're not stressing me out. I've got to be able to take a step back. I got to be able to do whatever I need to do because it's on me. It is on me. Yes, sir.
I got one. I don't know what category this would fit under, but for me, like if you're doing everything right, you're not making no mistakes, you're staying on the line,
Yeah.
and then everybody looks at you, and I'm going to use me as an example. when they look at me, they say, well, Brady, you can do so much better.
Mm.
What better can I do? I'm not making no mistakes. I'm walking the line. Yeah, and it's like
Well,
it's
see,
putting pressure
and-
on you to do better. And it stresses me out sometimes
Yeah.
when I'm doing as good as I can do.
Yeah.
Or I feel that I'm doing as good as
Yeah.
I can do.
And you have accepted that responsibility
Yeah.
because you know it's on you.
Yeah.
And sometimes we hit those walls, and that's what is the stress. Even when I'm doing right, the world does not guarantee me good. Now, I always live by do good, get good. And I think that's true sometimes, right? It's not always guaranteed.
Always.
Not always guaranteed. So when I take responsibility for creating in my mind and keeping it going, right? I've got control over whether I'm going to stay in this or not, right? Yes, sir.
So, just on the question I asked you earlier.
Yeah.
About that, would you say that, how would you define it, like a boundary? Like, for example, if somebody were to come to Sharon and say, Sharon, I would really appreciate it if you don't be a lesbian in front of me.
Uh-huh.
What would you say to something like, because that, to me, that's not a boundary, that's an unreasonable and obnoxious.
Yeah. Well, that can cause stress. And that's when we set these boundaries, when we say no, they're very difficult. And but it's on me. But it's on me to be myself, stand up for myself, and use my voice, right? I need to hear from this side. Come on now. All right. But until I take that responsibility, nothing changes. I will be out of control in my stress until I understand that it is on me. I can make that choice. Rodney, what are some unhealthy ways we can deal with stress?
I know anything about unhealthy ways about dealing with stress? I don't know that.
Okay. What are we? Barry, one.
One is self-pity,
No, how do you deal a negative way to deal with stress? Something,
That's what I'm saying. You walk away
nuh-uh, a negative thing. I'm thinking like drinking. That's what I do back in the day when I was stressed out. Not a positive thing, but a negative thing. Yes, ma'am. Started back smoking. Amen. I got so stressed out about COVID. I thought, hell, we all going to die. I'm smoking. Honest to God. So that stress can take me back to, yes, sir.
Drinking and drugging.
Drinking and drugging can take me back to drinking and drugging. Yeah, Porter.
I'm just talking to people who just want to talk about the problem rather than the solution. Like I told you, my friend has a solution. How can the problem is already there? What can we do to fix the problem? I don't need it.
What I want to stay in is what are those other unhealthy things we can do? Reacting badly.
That's what I do.
Yeah. Lashing out.
Blaming you,
Ah.
blaming others.
Blaming others. All these things we do that don't help the situation. Right.
Acceptance be one, like give me.
Not yet. We're going to get to that. Hold on, Barry. All right. We're going to get to the solution. I promise. All right. Any other comments about stress, what causes stress, what it looks like, we're not getting to how we deal with it yet. We're about to. All right. The 4 A's of stress management. Cover your A's. If I say it fast enough, sounds like I asked it. Cover your A's. Okay. So there are 4 things we can change the situation, the outside, by avoiding the stressor or altering the stressor. And we can change our reaction on the inside by adapting and accepting, like you were saying, Barry. So the first strategy is to avoid unhealthy stressors, right? How can we do that? How can you, what you said it, Stephen, in avoiding, what does that look like?
For me, try to avoid people. The problem for me though is kind of the reason I asked you the question a minute ago is for me as a gay man, with family, there's certain people I can't avoid.
Yeah.
But certain situations, I try not to put myself in, like stressful jobs.
Yes.
And things like that. But unfortunately, in life, it's hard to do that.
There are
with
some folks-
family,
yeah.
They push your button.
Yeah. There are some people we can't avoid. In as often as I can, like you said, I want to be concerned about, am I doing the same thing over and over expecting different results?
Yeah.
Right? Am I going to a bull expecting milk? I can't go to people that can't give me what I need. It's unrealistic. It's on me when I do that. When I go to somebody for love and they just right now aren't capable of giving it to me the way I need it. All right. That's one of those things I can avoid. There are some people I can't avoid. Bosses, family sometimes judges, POs, police, all those things. So in a situation I can avoid, I want to. Uncle Larry at Thanksgiving, we're going to let others talk for a minute. Uncle Larry at Thanksgiving, right? You know he's going to talk about politics and religion. He does every time, every Thanksgiving. If I can't avoid Uncle Larry at Thanksgiving, I can sure as shit sit as far away from him as I can. I don't have to sit beside him and take that stuff. I do have a choice. If it occurs that I don't, we're going to talk about that too, how we do that. All right. So we avoid. Another thing we can do is alter the stressor. Right. Okay, hold on. Let me get back to avoid. Unnecessary stress, learning to say no. We talked about that boundary. No. When I say no, sometimes I got to do this. When I say no to myself, I do the sign for no, because I'll get into that and I've got to go, come on now, no. And I've got to be able to learn to say no to other people. Can you go ask him to go outside? Thank you, Mary. All right. So we avoid people that stress us out. We take control of our environment. Porter said that earlier. When the news freaks me out, I can turn the channel. Right? That's my ability. That's my control. Thank you, sir. I can change my environment. Right? Anybody have a road that freaks them out? Highway, that 77, 480. I don't go on 485 because it's like your choices are Guam and Istanbul. I don't understand north and south on there, but I don't know. Anyway, traffic. When I'm on Independence Boulevard, I get an attitude. Hold on. That's okay. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, so we take control of our environment. If it's causing me stress, I need to figure out how to undo it. Turn the TV off. Avoid that person. If you can't change your environment, we're going to talk about adapting to it. Pare down our to-do list. We're so busy. Right? And I want to be able to do what I can do. And I don't be able to put that pressure on myself about having 15 things on my to-do list, knowing I'm only going to get 3 done. Right? So that unnecessary stress can come from our environment. Hot button topics like religion and politics are big ones, right? Anything else we can do to avoid an unnecessary situation? Yes, sir.
Things personally.
Ooh.
Don't do that anymore. Like he didn't really personally attack me. Just let it go. Hey, I can attach to that. I can allow that to stress me out. I can say, you know what? Let him be raised, and I can just no, let it go. Don't hold on to the rocks. Let it go with the stream. Go with the current.
I'm avoiding the situation.
A long time.
Hold on. Doing those things in me that I've got to avoid. I've got to avoid things and attitudes and concepts and ways of thinking, ways of feeling and action that don't benefit me anymore. Right? So that's on me too to avoid. Yes, sir.
unhealthy relationships. Yes, over and over.
Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. Absolutely. Like I always say, we're going to run into an asshole. You're always going to run into an asshole. My job today is not to be that. I don't want to be that person for somebody else. And you know, my concept is when I go to difficult places to live and allow all others to live. Okay, so we got to avoid. Yes, Rodney. Yeah.
What defines an asshole?
Oh,
I mean, 'cause, you know, it's different types of asshole.
yeah. Okay, hold on. Since we're talking about stress, you're exactly right. There are different people in our lives that cause different emotions, different thinking, different patterns. And there are the way people are assholes to us. You know, they don't listen to us. They don't hear us. They don't respect us. They do things that make us feel in a way I don't want to feel today, right? Okay, Barry, then.
Like when you talk about how do you relieve stress?
Hold on, we're not there yet. How do you avoid stress?
Yeah, I'm taking a long time, taking some time to yourself and do something that you enjoy.
That goes right along to what Porter was saying about I'm responsible for things in me. Yes, Stephen.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I think asshole is probably defined kind of like the way we define pornography. I don't know how to define it, but I know it when I see it.
Okay, I like that. Yeah. We know it when we see it. When somebody is coming at me.
It's kind of hard to define exactly what makes an asshole.
Yeah. Because it is somebody that comes against me that makes me think, feel, or do things, react in a way, right? However, whose responsibility is for that reaction? Mine. I want to respond today. I want to do something different. Be the example. The next thing we can do, the second A, is alter. Alter the situation. Alter the situation. If I can't avoid it, I want to do something to make it different. Express our feelings can alter the situation. Be heard. Speak till you can be heard. If this person can't hear me, I'm going to go to somebody else, right? If that person can't hear me, I'm going to go to somebody else. So I want to be able to express myself in a way that can be helpful. So how do you express yourself emotionally, Barry?
Kill them with kindness.
Okay.
You know, I mean, even though they're being an asshole, I don't have to resort, step down to their level.
All right, hold on. We're talking about feelings now.
Yeah,
so let's get back. We're going to get off asshole. I went to the wrong spot there.
But I mean, I'm just saying, I don't have to, I can be responsible for my own action.
Absolutely.
My own reaction. I can accept it, you know, and understand that that's where they're at this point, but I don't have to.
You're stealing my thunder, Barry.
But I don't have to result and be one just like them.
That's right, Stephen.
For me, what I find works with my family in particular is I kind of like when I have the same issue over and over again, which is usually with my family is when I have it, is kind of relaying, kind of hearing them where they are and relaying how I hear that and how it makes me feel and what I would prefer kind of things. Like, you know, when somebody says something like this is just one example. My sister and my mother and my father all live together, one of my sisters, and my mother and my sister call me all the time to complain about all the things that are going on in that house, which I love all of them, but I could give a rat's ass whether my father complained that your dish was too dirty or whatever the case may be. And my sister called me one day and she was just telling me about the story about how the phone was out and he called on the cell phone to tell her to call the phone company, and she called to relay the story to me, and she's like, "Isn't that funny?" And I said, "No, not really."
So you expressed your point of view.
Yeah, exactly. You're just letting her know because it happens all the time. Like, these things may, you know what I mean? Just kind of let them know that's not what I'm about and just stop it. Yeah, anyway. Yeah.
You're right on time. Be assertive. Be more assertive.
Yeah.
Be able to say that. Absolutely. To be able to say that thing that is our truth. Right? No, it's not funny. It's not funny to me. People say things and it's not funny. People say things that they don't, people use language. Let me say it. I can use language that harms other people, right? And I can do that even unintentionally because we're used to saying things like cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Man, that's crazy. Oh man, what a lunatic. Right? Bedlam in here. We use those words and it takes us and other people down, right? So when I express my feelings about what I feel about a certain situation, what it is bringing up in me, and if I can be more assertive and help someone understand, that's not acceptable. It's not acceptable today for you to speak to me that way, for you to do those things today. Okay, so manage our time better is a way we can alter the situation. Sucks like compromise, huh?
Like plan ahead,
Mhm.
plan your time.
Mhm.
And like acceptance, like it goes back, like you said, stress. Even though you accept it,
Hold on, stay on, manage your time better because
but I mean, that's what I was thinking.
Mhm.
Because it popped up, accept.
we're going to get to that, Bear. Hold on, Bear. We're going to get to acceptance. That's one of the A's. Hold on, sir. Hold on. Be willing to compromise is another way we can alter the situation. If I can't get what I want in this right here and right now, what can I get out of what I want that at least I can deal with? If I can't get everything I want, maybe I can get a little piece of what I want today.
Meet in the middle.
Meet in the middle. And understanding, compassion, respect, right? All those things come into compromise, right? I'll do my part, you do your part, we'll meet in the middle. We'll meet in the middle. So that's altering the situation. All right. The third A of cover your ass. Cover your ass. It doesn't sound right, does it? I can't get ass out of that.
Cover your earth.
Cover your earth. If you see it like that, it looks like cover your ass. Anyway, the third A is adapt. Adapt. If I can't change something that's stressing me out, maybe I can adapt to it. Maybe I can do something to reframe the problem. I think I'll never be able to. I can't. I'm not good enough. You'll never make it. That's that reframing that problem in me where I think a problem is so big, I'll never be able to deal with it. Right? How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. That's right. One bite at a time.
You're gonna get full. Right?
Absolutely. But hopefully the elephant is gone by the time we get full.
Well, if you bring it
It's gonna be smelling rotten, but if you don't eat that, then eat that.
So reframe.
So I got a
Yes.
question now,
Okay.
right? Ain't that kind of the biggest kind of thing that you gotta adapt? You just can't be yourself and they accept you for who you are. It's like the fetus. It's like I gotta give in. I'm giving in to something that I believe in or I'm not even about. Right? So if they're not gonna accept me, sure, then I need to find some other source that's gonna accept me for who I am because this right here is not working for me.
Yeah.
I can't deal with that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Even though they got the finger on me and they in their knees and all that kind of stuff. But I think maybe there's other sources. So I don't have to sit there, but I can go somewhere else and find
That's
it.
it. That's it.
I don't have to adapt to them.
If I can. If somebody.
Look, it ain't gonna be the bottom, right?
Yeah.
It's just a little bit extra work, right? That's all. So I just have to work at it. I don't have to accept it.
No.
I don't have to adapt to that. I don't have to.
I can choose to do something different.
Not to do that.
If I don't,
Do
yes.
something else.
If I am absolutely unwilling to adapt to the situation,
Yeah, that's
okay,
the way.
I go to Social Security. I go up to the window and the lady's rude to me and I Don't
Another window though.
go. Yes, there is another window.
Another window.
Reframe that, right? I want to be able to choose.
If they got many people working there, you ain't gotta accept that person. Matter of fact, you go and tell them that, like, right? But I'm not a snitch. I'm just gonna go to another window. I'm not gonna snitch on this person. That's their job. They may be just having a bad day.
Yes.
Come on. It's just that I have bad days. I
Yeah.
can feel that. You know, hey, right now, I'm just not gonna deal with you. I'm gonna go somewhere else. All right? To get the services that is required to my need. I
Yes.
get these requirements because I'm eligible for these needs.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And we want to be
I
able to
don't want to be defeated in nothing.
sometimes, and that goes back to in myself,
Yeah.
do I want to, am I able to avoid an alter? If I'm unable to alter something, if somebody can't for some reason respect me, right? Sometimes when people with diagnoses go to hospitals, doctors, physical ailment,
And you put it in
Help.
the category.
they absolutely
Yeah.
they put us in that category of not well mentally.
Right.
Maybe they're making this up, right? I have no idea where I was going with that. Help me out, Steve. Hold on.
I'm just gonna say two things. One on the social security thing, the example you were using. In some instances, they all do know each other.
Yeah.
So you gotta determine whether it's you or it's them.
Yes.
And
Yes.
sometimes it is most certainly you, and I'm using myself as an example. And if that's the case, you do have to adapt or you won't get your needs met.
That's
But
it.
if you're in another situation, I'm sorry, I'm almost done. If you're in another situation and like you're going to a doctor, for example, a mental health doctor, and that doctor is judging you and telling you things that you don't find to be valid, you've thought them over.
Everybody
You can,
does.
Hold on.
you can find another doctor.
Yes.
But you know, it's for me in my recovery, it was very important to determine whether if I'm having this problem with everybody, then it's probably
Yeah.
me. If I'm not having this problem, I'm only having it with a certain type of person, or
Yeah.
whatever the case
Yeah.
may be. So
A doctor,
I think
yeah.
your reasoning skills help you there.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. Sometimes we got to adapt to it if we want to get what we need.
But if you piss everybody off, you'll never.
Oh,
get
yeah.
anything.
And that goes back to those choices. How am I going to present myself today? How am I going to think today? I want to look at the big picture. Remember, I said, mountains out of molehills. That's me. The big picture is a month from now, how important is this? Kenny wouldn't give me a cigarette. I'm pissed off. Neither Kenny nor I.
I'm just saying, if you better advocate for yourself.
Hold on. We're going to get that.
Yeah, I'm just saying, come on, you ain't gonna accept anything that somebody tell you. I mean, because this is their job. You just not gonna accept it, right? And then, you know what I'm saying, you question them about why they presenting this to you, and then they get an attitude, right? Come on, and that's every fucking where.
Well,
It's just one
and
person,
you're
that's
right.
everywhere.
Everybody
has a day where they say, well, I'm not gonna deal with this person because I got 20 people in the line. So, yeah,
Absolutely.
that's
So
right.
everybody can have that same
Everybody
situation.
can do that situation. It's best
Hold
to
on.
advocate
Hold
for
on.
yourself,
Hold
though.
on. Hold on.
I'm just coffee. Okay. Go on.
So, okay, adapt. Let me go through these real quick. Reframe in our heads. What is the problem? Look at the big picture. Adjust to the situation and focus on the positive. In this whole situation, is there something? Did you have something, ma'am?
Yeah, also just want to add a little piece is being able to overcome the fear of acceptance within yourself. I was saying when I was
Really?
but when I was going through, because I was going through a lot of physical health when I was growing up and everything, and a lot
Rodney,
of
can you close that
doctors-
door?
a lot of my doctors, they kind of hit the nail on the head.
Yes.
When I was going through a lot of stuff, when I was going through, a lot of doctors told me that I was crazy
Yes.
They was like, well, you're completely healthy, you're completely normal. Even though that I'm dropping about 20 pounds a day, you're normal.
Yes.
You're fine. But I went to my mother, and my mother will always encourage me and tell me, don't be afraid to say I'm not okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes when people always tell you around you that, oh, you're fine, you're fine, you're fine, you're fine, sooner or later you're going to start to believe it.
Yeah.
But even though your body's killing you, even though you know in the back of your head that something's wrong or someone's mistreating you or anything in
Yeah.
the world,
All right.
you
That
still
part.
know that you're not okay, but people are telling you you're okay, so you're going to just leave it alone.
Yeah.
But sometimes it takes courage to say no.
Yeah.
I was actually in a meeting, actually last night, of telling people no. Not just saying no to people when people actually think, but no to say, no, this is not right, or
Yes.
no, I'm not okay, or no, we're not gonna do this, I wanna do better, or no, let's help out. Anything, no is not a negative word, it
No.
depends on how you use it. And when you adapt to being able to say no,
Yes.
it makes so much things so much easier, not just with health, but with jobs or with accepting self. Even
Yeah.
with health.
When I adapt and I understand, oh crap, I lost it. No is not a positive, it's not a negative word. It is a word I can use when when I'm not accepting of the situation. If this thing is not meeting my needs,
Not me,
if so, I need an echo in here, Rodney.
Come on. You backing up what I just said.
I know. Okay, hold on. We're about to knock out the last four. Cover your A's, okay?
Okay.
I accept the things we cannot change. Try not to control the uncontrollable. Put your hand down. We're going to be quick. Don't try to control the uncontrollable. If I can't control something, I what the hell?
Now,
Why am I putting my energy into this? Another thing is look on the upside. If I can't accept something, maybe there's something in that person. Maybe there's something in this situation. Maybe it's not all dark and gloomy. Pull something out of it. And the last thing is learn to forgive. That's another thing. How do we do, people do learn to forgive. Well, what the hell does that mean? How do we learn something?
the best
By
thing,
doing it. Yes.
the best thing is, what's the worst the best thing can happen to you? You find out, right? You find out something good, you find out bad, you ain't gonna worry about thinking about it no more. You don't find out. This is bad, you know what I'm saying? I don't find out. This is good. I don't find out. But you find out.
From other people. We watch. We watch other people.
Thank you.
And we think about it and we learn to say no and we do those things. We do those things. We practice those things. I get the information on how to forgive. I had to get the information by watching somebody else. I didn't know how to forgive. I didn't know anything about allowing another person to be who they are because I found out and then I learned. That's the acceptance. Accept the things I cannot change. It is what it is.
Where's that James?
So,
James over there.
okay, we're winding down. We're about out of time. So I'm going to go over these real quick, how we can take back our control. Where the hell are they? Here they are. The 4 A's of stress management. Avoid the stressor, alter the stressor when we can, adapt to the stressor, and accept when we can't get what we need, right? Okay, 2 things I want to tell you. What are they? Share. Anybody remember Mr. Ed? There you go. It was a talking horse for those of you that are too young to remember. Oh, share. See, I forgot again. Share this video. Somebody might find something in here that helps. Somebody might need to know about stress management because they're losing their shit right now. Share this. It may help. Can't hurt. Also, our warm line is a 24/7, 365 call away from a peer support specialist. And a peer support specialist is someone who's been through the shit. Incarceration, experiencing homelessness, treatment, all those things we go through as we have lived in our lives. So when you call the warm line, you're going to connect to somebody who has been there, somebody that they may not have the same experience as you, but we know heartache, we know fear, we know anger. We understand those feelings that go behind our actions. Okay, so the warm line number is 833-390-7728. That's 833-390-7728. All right. You know how I like to end it? Put your hand in the middle. What are we going to say? 1, 2, 3. Recovery.
Oh, we need to go.
All right. Thank y'all for being out there. I appreciate Todd and Michelle for being there. We'll talk to you later.